New season has started. Wow. Premier League is the best league in the world for specific reasons because everyone can beat everybody, and I'm gonna kind of go through the process of the results and whatnot. Um, let's get into it. Let's get straight into it. So Friday, we kicked off with a London derby. We had a very, 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 very decent team from South London, and we also had Crystal Palace kick off Friday. Well, that very, very decent team managed to beat Crystal Palace 2-0. I don't think Arsenal were that great. I don't think Palace were great, to be honest. I think they made Arsenal look better than what they were, to be quite honest with you. Palace had chances as well. They should have at least scored a goal. They had chances to obviously do that, but didn't take them. Arsenal, still yet to be convinced. Jesus seems like he is a level above everybody at the moment. Didn't score. Shock. I don't see him getting 15, 20 Premier League goals this season, to be quite honest. Maybe in all competitions, but I don't see much. I don't think Arsenal have improved that much. I'm going to be honest. I really, really don't. So, just is what it is. And I had Arsenal friends as well trying to laugh and be all like, yeah, we're top of the table. First game of the season. Until Tottenham 4, Southampton 1. So, bit of payback from last season because obviously Southampton came to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and beat us 3-2. So, I don't think we got out of second, third gear. I think we took our foot off the gas first 20 minutes. Southampton scored, took the lead. James Ward-Prowse, our scourge at the moment. He always seems to score against us right now. I don't know what's going on there. And then just kind of coasted. I didn't feel like we really went full throttle, and we ended up scoring 4 goals, and Son and Kane didn't even get on the score sheet. So that's a good omen. We'll be tested next week. Obviously, going to the Bridge. Chelsea, so that'll be a good game for us. It's kind of early in the season. I think we've got them at a good time as well because they're still in the transition period. So I'm kind of hoping we get a couple there and then obviously see where that takes us. But I was happy with the performance. Kulusevski on the score sheet again and an assist. Man of the match for me. He was unreal as usual. Best right-sided winger / forward in the league. You can argue that with me if you'd like. I'll put him and Mahrez up there, to be quite honest. I don't think there's anyone better than those two at the moment. So yeah, Chelsea next week, and that's live. I might even do a watch along for that. Actually, who knows? We'll see. What else happened on Saturday? We'll go to St James's Park. Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. I think that ended 2-0. Kind of the result I expected. I think I called it 2-1. Forest need to get a couple more heads through the door. They're still kind of gelling as well. He's made a lot of signings, Steve Cooper. I think he's made about 9 signings so far. There's going to be a couple more coming in, and then I think that team will be a lot more equipped to manage in this league. I still don't get to see them relegated, to be quite honest. I thought they gave a decent account of themselves against Newcastle. Newcastle, they're going to be there or thereabout 7th, 8th. Bruno Guimaraes, if he can stay fit, I think Newcastle will cause teams a lot of problems. Callum Wilson, if he stays fit as well, he'll get goals. I like what Newcastle are doing. I like what Howe's doing as well. So yeah, I see Newcastle having a really good season. Likewise, Nottingham Forest. So I'm not too worried about Forest, but Newcastle, very good win, 2-0. We'll go to Leeds, Ellen Road, 2-1 against Wolverhampton. Very nothing game. I don't think much happened. I didn't really see it. I kind of caught the highlights. I didn't really see it all. Yeah, not much to go off. Both teams won't be in the relegation battle, I don't think. I don't believe Wolves were at their best. They could play a lot better. I've seen them play a lot better, especially with an attack like Podence and Neto, and of course Jimenez coming back as well. Leeds United at home, Ellen Road. Yeah, I called that 2-2. I think that would have been a draw. I called it a draw. Really could have gone either way, that one, to be quite honest with you. But Leeds pick up an interesting win Important for them because they're going to need as many wins as possible, especially at home. Leeds are just not that team to grind out results. They go away from home, 9 times out of 10 they'll get beat. And that's just it. So they're relying on their home form pretty much all season. So yeah, that's kind of where they're at the moment. But again, good win for them, 2-1. Don't see Leeds troubling too much this season. Probably get about 9 wins under their belt, something like that. But they'll stay up. Probably finish about 16th, 17th. Where should we go next? Oh, Bournemouth. We'll go to the Vitality Stadium. I wouldn't say that's a shock, to be quite honest. I did say Aston Villa would win that game, but I'm not shocked at Bournemouth beating Aston Villa because I don't actually think Villa are that good. I'm sorry, I don't. They'll get better. Bournemouth are really not a good side. I just think it might be that promotion bounce. Crowd all over it. Really, really noisy. Villa just weren't at it at all. From what I saw, Villa just weren't there. Bournemouth had, large portion of the ball and did more with it. Villa didn't really do anything at all. Again, that will change. They need to get the ball to Coutinho more, but they also need to, I think, have a style that works. I don't think Gerrard has found out his best 11 yet. I think he needs to get Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings in the same team. He needs to go with 2 strikers up top. This ain't this SPL. This ain't Scotland. So we'll see. I think that might be an interesting one with Villa. I think Villa could sort of be, 13th, 14th this season. Bournemouth, I do believe, are still going down. But nonetheless, a good win for them. I think, is that everyone on Saturday? Who am I missing? Trying to think. No, I think that's everyone. On to, Everton. Goodison Park. Everton versus Chelsea. From what I saw, I thought Everton did all right. Everton were one of my favourites to go down at the start of the season, and I'm not going to change my mind just yet because, again, they don't have a striker. They are going to concede a lot of goals. They don't look solid. They had a go against Chelsea, don't get me wrong. I don't think Chelsea were that good either, to be quite honest. And Chelsea are another one that's lacking a striker, which is why I'm kind of liking our chances when we go there next week. But again, we'll see. Chelsea winning 1-0, Jorginho penalty. Everton actually played very well second half. I think the first half was a bit even. Everton had a go, but they don't have a striker. If you don't have a striker, you're not going to score. So they made a good case for themselves, let's say, but it told in the end they're just not going to be good enough this season. They are talking about getting a couple players in. I think they're looking at Connor Cody from Wolverhampton as well, because they lost 2 centre-backs yesterday also, which is a bit of a blow, especially Ben Godfrey. That one looked really, really bad. And then a Jerry Mina as well. So I don't know if Mason Holgate's good enough. But they're looking at bringing in Connor Cody. He'll bring a bit of leadership along with Tarkowski. So maybe that might tighten them up, but they still need a striker. Rondon is just not it. I don't even think Calvert-Lewin is, to be quite honest, but they need a focal point and they don't have it. Had they had one, they might have nicked a draw, but they made enough chances to do that, but obviously didn't get it over the line. But good away win for Chelsea. Their season pretty much rides on if they get a striker in or not. If they don't, I don't think they would finish above 4th. I think they'll get 4th just about because defensively they are very good. Midfield's okay, but they don't score many goals. And they've lost Lukaku and Sterling just ain't it as a striker. But I could be wrong. So we'll see. I think that's every single one for Saturday. So on to Sunday, which is today. Boy. Oh, Lord. Man United. Oh, Old Trafford. Oh, where do you start? So before this game, I said last week that I see United, don't ask me how or don't ask me why, I see United winning that game 2-1. For the life of me, I don't know what made me say that. Because I knew Brighton would go in there to thump them up in it. Man United are not ready for this season. They're not. And I had a couple of Man United heads in my group as well, trying to save face, going, it's only the first game of the season. Nah, bro, we see patterns. You're no better than what you were last season. And it showed. I think Brighton won 2-1 today. And it could have been more. Because they had so many chances to do bits. Man United look like a mess at the moment, and I don't think it's just about Frankie de Jong not coming. I think there's a lot more happening behind the scenes, which nobody really knows about. It seems very broken and disjointed. The back line he's shooting. Like, how do you not start Varane today? I don't understand it. I don't know if he's unfit, but this is the reason why you have a pre-season. Harry Maguire is not it. Lisandro Martinez did not have a good game today either. McTominay was shocking. Left Ronaldo on the bench. Game changed when he came on in the second half, but by then it was too late because Brighton were already 2-0 up at half time. It just looks messy. Interestingly, Man United go to Brentford next week. And I'm going to be honest, I don't see Man United picking up any points there at Brentford. Brentford are very, 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 very good at home. It could get quite peak for Ten Hag. It could get quite peak for him in his first sort of couple of games. And I don't see it getting better. They need to invest in a striker for sure. I think they need to invest in another centre-back, to be quite honest. They need a central midfielder, a Basuma type. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it ended Brighton with a Brighton win. They won 2-1, and I think that's their first win ever at Man United in about 14 attempts or something. So, well done to Graham Potter. Good manager. If Conte was ever to leave, Graham Potter would be my next. He'll be my go-to. He's made me a believer. Leicester played Brentford today. That ended 2-2. I didn't watch the game. I just saw the score update come up. I'll watch it later. But that was a 2-2 game. Leicester went 2-0 up. I think Leicester are in big trouble this season. They have some decent players as well, but they're losing. I think Fofana. Who else? Tielemans might leave as well. James Maddison might be on the go as well. But they do have Vardy. And if he stays fit, then Leicester will score goals. But I just don't think Leicester have enough to maintain a top 10 finish. Again, Leicester are in that sort of middle, sort of 12th, 13th, 14th for me this season. I just don't think they've got enough. As for Brentford, they'll be the same. They won't be in any relegation battles. Most of their points, again, are going to come from the home games that they've got. Yeah, pretty much that at this moment. Oh, I forgot one on Saturday. Sorry, big one. Fulham 2, Liverpool 2. My God. It's been a long day, people. Fulham 2, Liverpool 2. I said that Liverpool would absolutely clock Fulham last week, and I'm shocked that they didn't, to be quite honest. Fulham did not let them play. Marco Silva had a plan and it worked. Fulham did not let them play. Fulham were unlucky to not win the game because Liverpool were not at their best. Liverpool have got shooters. That's the only reason why they rescued a point. But Fulham, and they've got a couple of ballers in there as well that can hold ball and, play possession football. Fulham were all right yesterday. But wow, 2-2, Mitrovic getting on the score sheet twice. Now, Mitrovic is not a Premier League caliber striker for me, but it shows yesterday if he gets a service, he'll score goals. And Fulham seem to have found a code, so to speak. I know it's the first game of the season and whatnot, but if they can keep on feeding Mitrovic them kind of balls, Mitrovic will eat all day. So it's an interesting one. Liverpool obviously will get a bit better. Nunes on the score sheet as well as Salah. As usual, I think that's Salah's 6th opening day goal in a row since he's been in the league, which is a phenomenal feat, to be quite honest. Liverpool I still see sort of finishing second. Fulham I do still see going down as well. But no, good point for Fulham. They can obviously try to build on that. They're quite decent. I thought Fulham were quite raw actually in their approach. I think it was quite refreshing. That's how you play against a team like Liverpool. So really, really good. Really, really, really good. Back to today. I didn't see this game either. I've just caught Man City beat West Ham 2-0. Erling Haaland. I did catch his penalty in the first half. How quick is that boy? Jesus Christ. Yeah. He won the penalty, took the penalty, cool as ice. Scored a second goal in the second half as well. Erling Haaland is going to eat in this league. Anyone thinking he wasn't going to eat in this league is quite delusional, to be quite honest. He's a striker that will get chances in a team like that. If he's going to finish on about 20 Premier League goals this season, him, Kane, Salah are probably going to be my top 4 with regards to the goals they get this season. But yeah, I think that's everybody. I think I've gone through everybody. I will probably do another video in the midweek at some point probably on like a Thursday or something. I'll probably do like more predictions for the weekend games upcoming. But yeah, Premier League is back. I'll be back next week, Thursday, potentially Sunday, most definitely, and then obviously we'll go through it and do it all again. But I'll speak to you soon.